3.15 ERA. His last start that year was against the Mets in Miami. He gave up 3 runs in 3 innings. Then he hurt his elbow the next spring and underwent Tommy John surgery. Soto drives one to deep right center field. Back goes Marcy, back near the wall, and it's out of here. Juan Soto with his 33rd home run of the year gives the Mets a quick 2-0 lead. Seven for his last 7 with runners in scoring position. And the Mets out quickly tonight. Well, he got him to swing at a fastball up the previous pitch. Another fastball up. And he clobbered it. There's Alonso. He takes a slider for a strike.
Perez got behind both hitters, walked Lindor, and it paid for the 2-run home run by Soto.
The pitch he hit was maybe about 2 inches lower than the pitch he swung and missed at, but basically the same location.
Reminds me of the long fly ball home run he hit off Cleveland in the postseason. Almost an exact pitch.
They got a pretty good threesome atop their rotation. That's pulled toward the right field corner by Nimmo, and it's out of here. Brandon Nimmo with a 3-run homer. Number 21 for Nimmo, and before an out is recorded, it's 5-0 New York. Brandon has been driving in runs in droves. That is 8 RBIs on this homestand. 76 for the year. And the Mets putting up a big number in the first inning.
You know, we talked a little bit on the open about the sloppy play yesterday. The Mets knew they played sloppy, and they're coming out aggressive today.
And Perez is helping them out by falling behind everybody.
They were trying to come in, and Nimmo was so quick inside. That ball's on the corner, and he caught it before it got in front of the plate. Hit it out in front. Body down to hit that pitch. He does go on his knee.
Fly ball right field off the bat of Alonso, back near the wall. It's out of here! Pete Alonso goes the other way for his 31st home run. The Mets' 3rd home run in the first 2 innings, and it's 7-0 New York. .110 RBIs for Pete Alonso, who's trying to chase down his own club record of 131. Pete has had himself a sparkling homestand. Now 10 for 19 with 7 runs batted in the 4 games. Vientos fouls him off his foot. Then tries to catch it with his bat.
Alonso carried this team in the beginning of the year. Maybe he's thinking of bookending that, carrying this team at the end of the year. Just gets it over the fence in right field. Always a good sign when he's hitting home runs that way.
Beat now. So Marlins pitchers have now thrown 68 pitches in the first 2 innings. That's lined over second, base hit. Around third comes Vientos. He'll come in to score. Nimmo goes first to third. Starling Marte with an RBI single. And the Mets are pouring it on. It's 8-0 in the second inning.
We're seeing it over and over from every Mets hitter. Sit on the fastball, adjust to the breaking ball. And Marte just dumps it into center field. With 2 outs, Vientos is going to score easy. And Brandon Nimmo taking the extra 90 feet as well. Aggressive is all I can name it, what the Mets look like tonight.
Mets sent 8 men to bat in the first inning. Brett Beatty will be the 8th man to bat in the 2nd inning. Marte singled in a run. Beatty walked. And now Taylor. Taylor pulls one off the bag and down the line. Nimmo is in. Marte will score. Beatty to third. He'll stop there. A 2-run pincushion double for Tyrone Taylor. And it's 10-0. A pair of 5s for the Mets.
Well, just off the inside front of that bag. Did not pop up in the air to the third baseman, Norby, and down to the corner. Everything is going the Mets' way. 10 runs here in the 2nd.
So Taylor continues his hot hitting, and the Marlins will make their 2nd mid-inning pitching change in the first 2 innings. Peanuts. Owen to the Lindor. And he punches one the other way, and that lands for a base hit. Beatty is in. Taylor scores. Torrens to third. Lindor with a 2-run opposite field double. Mets have 7 runs home in the 2nd inning. It's 12-0. Mercy.
Miami yelling uncle from the dugout. This ball, not a bad pitch inside, but Lindor fought it off down the left field line. With 2 outs, 2 more runs are going to score. Torrens to third. Alonso has no answers either.
Nothing like having a positive result. Nimmo pulls that one toward the corner, and that ball is off the pole. A home run. 2nd home run of the night for Brandon Nimmo. His 22nd of the year. Nimmo goes doink, and it's 13-4.
I like that. Nimmo goes doink. I mean, that's 2 pitches that he has caught in front of the plate that were supposed to be in. Quick hands from Brandon.
First time this year, Brandon's hit 2 home runs in a game. Well, Javier Sanoja, the Marlins jack of all trades, is going to pitch for the 7th time this season. Tries the sidearm delivery, and Vientos clubs one out to left center, and that's out of here. Mark Vientos gets a home run off the position player. His 7th home run in the last 11 games. His 14th of the year. And the Mets' 5th home run tonight. It's 14-5. So he likes that sidearm position player offering.
Drop down. The issue for Sonoya is that it was supposed to be a sinker. It was a hoverer. Hovered right in the middle of the plate.
Desi Relaford in the early part of the aughts. That's pulled down the line, and Taylor's got himself another extra base hit. Nimmo is in. Marte will jog home. Beatty goes to third. 2nd 2-run double of the game for Taylor. And it's now 16-5. This is getting a little complicated.
Nimmo's also scored 4 runs.
Anyway, Desi Relaford pitched for the Mets. I think it was like 2002, somewhere in there. He was a middle infielder. And Bobby Valentine used him to pitch an inning. Fly ball by Torrens down the line toward the corner, and that ball is out of here. A 3-run homer for Luis Torrens, his 4th home run of the season. And now it's 19-5. So the Mets are fattening up against Javier Sanoja. They already have a 5-run and a 7-run inning, and now they have 6 runs home in this inning.
Have we ever seen a position player replaced by another position player?
We did.
We did?
In 2010, The Mets played a 20-inning game in St. Louis.
Two doinks, Gary, tonight.
That barely made it. By the way, the 19 runs the Mets have scored tonight are the most runs the Mets have ever scored in a home game. That's pulled into right field, and Mauricio keeps it going with a base hit.
3 balls and 2 strikes. The count on Juan Soto here in the bottom of the first with nobody out. Lindor at second. Payoff pitch is flown in the air. Deep right center field. Got a chance. Marcy's going back. Warning track wall. It's gone. It's 2-0 New York, and Soto's got his team leading. 33rd home run of the season.
That's what happens when you fall behind to a guy like Juan Soto. He's looking for a fastball, and he's a guy that can hit the fastball.
Here's a look at tonight's The Home Depot getting it done. Most 2-strike home runs this season. Juan Soto with 15. Lindor's got 13. Ohtani and Schwarber top the list. Here's Pete Alonso. And Brandon 6 for 28 with 2 homers, 2 doubles, and 7 RBIs against the Marlins this season. He waits on the 1-1. And that is hit high and deep into right field, and you can forget about it. What a start for the Mets, who have an early 5-0 lead. 21st of the season for Nimmo. RBIs number 74, 75, and 76. And if he had the option, partner, Yuri would like to hit the redo button on this one.
Yeah, he definitely would. I mean, tries to throw that fastball at 98 miles an hour past Nimmo, but Nimmo just sitting on one pitch. He is just expecting fastball, gets the fastball, it's down and in, and that's the nitro zone for lefties, where they could just drop that bat head, catch it out in front. You can see he was ready for it. It's at 103 miles an hour off the bat.
Alonso is tied for first with 5 consecutive seasons with 30-plus home runs earlier this month. It was number 27 of the year. That was a big one, though, guys. He did so in front of a crowd of nearly 40,000. Alonso becoming the Mets' all-time home run leader.
Alonso to right and deep. Weimer's going back. Speaking of the all-time Mets home run leader, he tacks on one more here in the second. It's 7-0 New York now. On cue. This place is going bonkers.
And this place is going bonkers. And here's the thing, we talked about it yesterday. We talked about it again, where you cannot let Pete Alonso get any type of extension. And if you miss over the heart of the plate, well, this is what he does. This is a sweeper, but it doesn't really sweep. It stays over the heart of the plate. Alonso is able to stay on it and drive it the other way, but he's able to get extension because the ball is out over the plate. And boy, he is a strong man. He hit that ball 106 miles an hour off the bat to right field.
I would imagine as the cool down begins, there's going to be multiple individuals down there chatting with him just to make sure he's in an okay place headed towards his next start. That's into right center field and the base hit. Vientos is around third. He's going to score. It's 8-0.
This is kind of the offense that the Mets have been, especially in August. They've been hitting everybody, and they've been hitting everything. Marte just stays on this pitch, and he does it really well. This is something that Marte didn't do when he was a youngster and a rookie, when I was with him in Pittsburgh. He was always trying to hit that home run even with 2 strikes, and all of a sudden now you can see him kind of settling back in, understanding the game of baseball ain't easy. Goes with that sweeper and is able to stay on it and drive it the opposite way.
And he did strike him out looking, but now the bases are loaded with 2 outs. And the next pitch to Taylor will be the 1-1. Nimmo at third, Marte at second. And Gaby at first, 1-1. That's a fair ball, hit the bag. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. Gaby will stop at third. A 2-run, 2-out double for Tyrone Taylor. The Mets have hit around here in the second, and they have a 10-0 lead.
And right now for the Mets, when things are going good, well, things are going really good. Look where this ball hits. Tyrone Taylor hits it down that left field line, hits right off the bag, jumps over Norby's head. It's a 2-run double for him, and it looks like that's going to be it for Zuber. And you kind of look at yesterday's ball game offensively.
This is trouble. 2 more runs will score. An inside-out, 2-out, 2-run double for Francisco Lindor, and it's 12-0. Come on.
That's a 4-seam fastball and perfectly placed. The exit velo 84 miles an hour. Not well hit, but Lindor just does a good job of getting those hands close and tight to the body. Look where that pitch was, and look where he hit it. He was able to stay inside and still get some barrel to that baseball and just shoot it the opposite way.
Here's Soto. In the air, down the right field line, hooking, home run. Off the foul pole for Brandon Nimmo. His 2nd home run of the ball game. And his 22nd long ball of the season. It's the 10th multi-home run game of his career.
And for Brandon Nimmo, he gets a fastball. It's going to be down and in. Kind of like the same one against Yuri Perez. He's able to stay on it. 107 miles an hour off the bat and keeps it fair right off the foul pole.
Bottom of the 8th inning here at Citi Field, and Javier Sanoja is pitching once again, unfortunately, for the Marlins. And this is his 7th appearance, and this is unloaded on by Mark Vientos. It's 14-5 as Javier Sanoja ties Jacob Stallings with 7 position player pitching appearances in a season. It's tied for the most in franchise history. And unfortunately, Gaby, it's no laughing matter because this has been far too frequent in recent days.
This wants to pitch.
Just not 7 times.
But when you've had to do it so many times in a row, you're like, okay, this is not good.
That's a fair ball for Taylor. And that'll play a pair of runs. That's a 2-run double for Tyrone Taylor. And there's still nobody out here in the 8th.
Throwing 59, 60 mile an hour pitches.
And Torrens lifts one in the air down the left field line into the corner, and that is gone. That's a 3-run home run.
And I think now is when you'll maybe see these pitchers in the bullpen before the Mets get down. And you might see a position player of some sort start to just mess around. And here's the thing, as a position player, you'll take every single hit that you get. It doesn't matter who's pitching. It doesn't matter if it's a position player pitching to you. You take every single one. Those home runs count.